Philadelphia 76ers get their man Paul George, who a lot of reports coming into free agency. If he was going to opt out, he was going to go to Philadelphia most likely, and they signed Paul George to the full max, 4 years, $212 million deal. So Paul George goes to Philly. They got a big three now: Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. After last season, they lost in the first round of the playoffs where they had Tobias Harris in the spot at small forward, and obviously it's a huge upgrade for the 76er team, trying to make a splash once again in the Eastern Conference, where the Eastern Conference is very strong now. You obviously got the championship Celtics, New York Knicks. They traded for Mikal Bridges last week. You still got the Bucks with Giannis. Obviously, in Willard, you got the Indiana Pacers. So Philly, they had that max spot open, and this could have been in the works for weeks, as we saw Embiid and Paul George as well on pre-game or post-game during the NBA playoffs. So Paul George last season, another solid year, 22.6 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 3.3 threes a game, and 47% from the field. So he goes from a team playing with Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, where they couldn't get the job done and got bounced in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Now he goes to Philadelphia, where I think they needed that one more playmaker and scorer. So in terms of fantasy basketball, Paul George, once again, is going to be a second or third rounder, in my opinion. I think the scoring might drop off just to maybe a point or two per game, but he's still one of the better three-point shooters in the league is George. You know, he's a good rebounder, decent passer of the basketball, but a couple things, he's been injury-prone, obviously, throughout his career. 34 years old right now. And this times, especially in the playoffs, we've seen him have some monster games, and some games he disappears. So obviously, this is more for the playoffs, because regular season, the Sixers, they're fine one way or another. Even with Embiid last season, missing about 6 to 8 weeks with injury, they still made the 7th seed with Philadelphia. So this is a big move, obviously, for those tough playoff rounds and get them through the regular season for a higher seed. So Paul George, the big domino to fall in free agency, signs with the Sixers. And we'll see if he can help the Sixers make it all the way, and fantasy owners once again in the upcoming 2024-25 season.